Good morning, North Harlingen High School. Welcome to our second edition of our NorthConnection. Today is March 18th. It is our second day of virtual instruction, and today is a D-Day for those of you who are following along with our synchronous learning schedule. As a reminder, we are doing a 2-hour delay bell schedule for those students who are doing synchronous learning. I am coming to you today from our very empty North Harlingen Mall area. That is our 7:45 bell. That is typically the start of first period, which doesn't look like we're going to be making today. So with that, I want to thank everyone for tuning in for a second time as we try to keep everyone connected, engaged, and informed about what's happening here at North Harlingen High School as we continue virtual instruction. So first off, to start with a few announcements. Unfortunately, we've been informed by the College Board that they are canceling the May 2nd SAT, which was scheduled to be here at North Harlingen Voorhees. So again, College Board has informed us they have canceled the May 2nd SAT. We haven't heard any other information about rescheduling that as of yet. Food service, just another reminder, food is available for students at Voorhees High School. Any student with a North Harlingen ID can get food at Voorhees High School at their regular rate or the free and reduced rate, and that is again from 10:30 to 12. If anyone has any issues getting food during this time while we are off, please let me know and I will make sure that we find you the resources that you need. So with that, again, the format of our little NorthConnection show here was I was going to answer some questions. I'm going to ask you some questions. We're going to keep everybody engaged. So I was asked a question. A student sent a question to me, and their question was this: how does daily attendance work for these COVID-19 closure days? Do students have to do any work to mark themselves present? That is a great question, and we actually received some guidance from the state on that, and I'm just going to read that to you here. It says, all students can be recorded as present for applicable days unless the district knowingly determines that the student is not participating in any such instruction. What that means is this new term that we're calling virtual presence. You need to be virtually present in your classroom. That means that you need to be responding to teacher emails, you need to be completing work, you need to be engaged in assignments. You need to be virtually present. There's no form that you need to check off, there's no attendance that's taken every day. It's a virtual attendance, and that virtual attendance is basically your participation in your instructional activity. So again, this is a school day, it's a virtual school day, but it is a school day and everyone needs to be virtually present. So that's our focus here. But that was a great question. The question that I asked everyone yesterday was this question: How do you plan to manage and effectively use your time wisely? We had a lot of great answers to this question. So I'm going to read a few from staff, then I'll read a few from parents and students. So staff had a lot of similar answers. Miss Cush and Miss Naples had a very similar answer. I'm going to go ahead and read Miss Cush's answer because I thought it was great. We have a schedule posted in our house. She has a few young kids, by the way, for the foreseeable future. I can't function without it. Kids have a schedule of what they are doing for their work, and I have a schedule for mine. We are also getting up and getting ready each day. That means getting dressed, combing hair, etc., not staying in our pajamas all day. That's great advice. Miss Millay said much of the same, but they also said they've decided as a family they're going to eat lunch every day at noon. That's a great idea. Miss Miller says she is keeping focus by using her time wisely and sticking to the bell schedule. That's another great suggestion. Miss Morris, she says she recognizes that she's more productive with a routine and most productive in the morning. It also helps that her kids are also occupied and more subdued in the morning. So the mornings are going to be Miss Morris's time to be productive. Miss Devaney, she says, I plan to use my time wisely during the virtual learning days by creating a daily to-do list and prioritizing each item by importance. Miss Irwin said much of the same. She says she's always been a list maker and an agenda book user, and she's now amped that up a little bit. She says that lists and agendas help her take control of a chaotic situation. She actually sent us a picture of all of her agenda books, so it looks like she has definitely ramped that up. Miss Byron, she said much of the same, but what I really liked about her answer is she said that she's now also offering to help her colleagues, parents, and friends who are now teaching their kids at home. So she's reaching out and offering her services to those folks who need her. That includes her neighbors and friends. Miss Carr says, again, much of the same, but what I liked about her answer, she says she's setting up virtual coffee meetups with friends to stay connected. And then this is really important. She says, if I get off track, I will honestly but kindly remind myself to get back on track the next day. So if yesterday wasn't a great day for you, let's make today a great day. That's an awesome answer. A few from a couple parents. We'll just say Miss B. We'll use initials here. Ms. B says, one of the things that I have my son doing to stay organized is to start his day by checking all of his classes on Google Classroom and then fill out a chart to keep track of what he needs to do. She also included a copy of the chart that she is using. Miss F, she's actually experienced in working from home. Her job has her working from home frequently. And so I thought her answer was really great from someone who has some experience doing this. She says, I start the day at normal time. There's another bell. I get up, do yoga, eat breakfast, and get myself ready as if I'm going into the office. That means makeup, shower, and the works, as if I am in the work mindset. I'm lucky to have an office at home, so I close myself in there and sit at my desk with my computer so that I don't fall asleep on a comfy chair or bed. So again, she's not working from the couch. She's working at a workstation. I work until lunch, and then I take a break, and then I go back to work until the end of the day. I will get up for 5 minutes every hour or so to make a cup of coffee, get a snack, or throw a toy to the dog. I also sometimes put my iPhone in another room, especially with all the distractions. So another great advice, even from an adult, she needs to put her phone in another room to avoid distractions. I would highly encourage students to do the same thing. And last one from a parent, Miss C says much of the same, except during school days, there are no video games until after school hours. I love that. A few from some students. Student Nina says, I sit down and make a list of all the things that I need to do. For example, last night I opened my planner and opened Google Classroom and wrote everything that's due and its due dates. That's a great way to stay connected and organized. Danica says, waking up at the same time. I also plan on making sure that I do at least 1 or 2 breaks in between assignments so I can stay focused and on track. Breaks are very important, yes. Alexa says, I plan to manage my time by setting up a comfortable workspace filled with all my school supplies and stay off electronics. Great idea. Nick says, house rules is no video games before 11. I love that idea. I hope we push that 11 o'clock back a little farther. Brenna says, I devised an agenda system where I can keep track of my schedule, which includes work times and break times because balance is critical. I couldn't agree more. And one of my favorite answers was from Ashley. She starts by saying, I am still in school. Yes, you are, Ashley. Great, I'm glad you noticed. Following the delayed bell opening schedule, I have set alarms on my phone to act as bells. I complete the assignments in the time frame given to me. If I do not complete the assignment, I will write it down in my agenda book and save it as homework. And Ashley actually sent me a photo of her iPhone and the bell schedule that she created. I thought that was a fantastic idea. So great job. And a lot of great answers. So it sounds like everyone has a plan. As Ms. Carr said, if that plan didn't work yesterday, revise, modify, and try to do better today. So my question to you today, my new question, trying to stay positive with all of this, is what is something positive that you think is going to come out of this for you, your family, or the North Hunterdon community? We'll try to stay focused on our North community. We'll stay out of world politics at the moment. So let's focus on our North students, North families, and North communities. What's something good that is going to come out of this, be a positive impact on your life? All right, so that's our question today. So again, today, if you would like to answer that question, please email me your responses. You can send it to gcottrell@nhvweb.net. And also, if you have any questions that you would like me to answer, like that attendance question that I answered today, feel free to send that as well, and I'll be happy to answer that tomorrow, because if you're concerned about it, somebody else probably is as well. So with that, I want to leave you with our backdrop of North Hunterdon High School, all of the awesome things that we do here, our little collage photo of all those events. We will get back to everything, all right? This will end. We will get through this, and we'll all be back here at North Hunterdon High School to keep me company here in these lonely halls. So with that, our takeaways from today. If you're sitting there right now in your pajamas, you need to get up, you need to take a shower, brush your hair, comb your hair, brush your teeth, set a schedule, set some goals, and get to work. You all have work to do today. Get to it. Have a fantastic second day of virtual learning, everybody. See you later.